Here with Daniel Joao. You know him as our beloved fitness enthusiast. And myself, my name is TD. I come from Joburg. I live in Kempton Park. Anyway, besides the fact that I know that you've always been active from childhood. I know that you were a swimmer, that you were into cross country and all kinds of other things. Was there ever any indication that you would be into fitness modeling?
Fitness modeling. I think it's been a lifestyle thing. It's not just the fact that obviously my background, I've been very active in terms of like my high school. I was doing sports. I was doing rugby, I was doing cricket, I was swimming. And I just decided to make it a conscious decision whereby I'll continue to exercise. Because I feel good about myself when I exercise. I feel good when I'm in good shape. I feel good. I can communicate better. I'm confident around people. So for me, it's not just about fitness modeling. It's not just about modeling. It's just about what I want to do. You know, there are days where I feel like I don't want to exercise. You know, I want to do something else. But I do make it a thing to exercise. And I think that's one of the reasons why at 27, I look like this.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. It's great that you feel that it's great that you've just articulated that you don't always feel like exercising. For me, it's every day. But anyway, basically, I wanted to also ask, between women and men, who would you find easier, or who do you find easier to train between women and men, guys and girls? Who do you, I would say, enjoy working with more?
I think psychologically it's easier to train a man than a woman, because women are more emotional, you know, women are more fragile, naturally, whereby a man is more, society tells us as a man you're supposed to, take it, you're supposed to enjoy anything that is tough, you know, so I think it's easier to train with men, but there are women out there who come through. You know what I mean? There are women out there who can channel into that mindset of, I'm going to train no matter what, I'm going to wake up in the morning, I'm going to eat right. You know, so it also depends on the mindset. But generally, it's easier to train men. I just think that way based on my experiences as well.
Okay. Okay. What is the sexiest part? What do you think is the sexiest part of the body when it's turned?
Okay. I think that's an easy one. The tummy.
Okay.
Tell you why. I think the tummy is more like a welcome mat of the body.
Okay.
It usually says welcome or you're not welcome. Welcome or you're not welcome. You know what I mean? I generally think that a lot of people struggle with that part of their body. And once they're able to achieve like a fitness goal, maybe to reduce on the body fat percentage, they feel more confident. So I think one of the most sexiest parts of the body has to be the tummy. I mean, many of the times
you have to earn it.
You have to earn it, and obviously when you consume, all of your food starts to appear here. You know what I mean? So when you can tone your body and you can achieve that fitness goal, I believe that it becomes very sexy.
Of course. Well, in the spirit of keeping everything lighthearted, I wanted to know, is there any other fitness personality in South Africa who you would say, damn, they are body goals? Do you have a personal body goals?
Yes, me. Okay, no. Female, I would say Queen Fitness. Queen Fitness is quite dope, you know what I mean? I mean, she's the only female that's able to motivate me. But if we were speaking about male, I would still stick to myself.
Wow, you're very humble.
Thank you.
Would you date a woman who isn't a fitness freak like yourself? And have you ever?
Okay, would you date a guy who is you? Not,
what?
Would you date a guy who's not fit you, since you train every day?
I don't train every day.
You said you did.
No, I told you that you said that there are days that you wake up and you feel like you don't want to go to the gym. With me, it's every day.
Okay. Well, in that case, I would. I make exceptions, you know what I mean? But I like what I like.
Okay.
You know, I like what I like. There are women that I find attractive who don't necessarily exercise. But I always encourage, if I'm in a relationship with somebody, I always encourage the person, because now if the person sees me exercise, then I ask, do you want to exercise with me? But I don't go to the extent of forcing somebody to exercise with me. You know what I mean? Unless I'm the one who's feeding that person and I see their body changing. Then I'm like, yo, I did this to you, therefore let me train you.
It's good that you take responsibility.
I do.
Okay?
I do.
In any case, you mentioned that you mentioned that you'd actually date someone who's not a fitness freak like yourself. But I wanted to know, it's not just you just mentioned that it's not just about maintaining a healthy body. You know, it's also a mental thing. Fitness is also a lifestyle. It's a mental thing. It's generally healthier for your mental. It's better for your mental health to be fit. So I would think that maybe your outlook on life and that of a person who isn't as active as yourself would be slightly different. So I don't know. Would you still go for someone? Would you really go for someone who isn't seriously go for someone who isn't a fitness freak like yourself? Based on that, on the mental aspect.
Okay, based on the mental aspect, I would say that I take that into consideration. You know, I think the mind is the most important factor when you're dealing with, you know, just living your life. If anyone wants to do anything, anyone wants to achieve anything, it starts in the mind. It being fitness, it being your passion, it being a business opportunity, whatever it is that you want to achieve, it starts with your mind. So I like to observe that instead of judging people based on the physical. Right?
Of course,
because
of course.
exercising is more, like I always say to people, it's more spiritual than it is physical. Because now if your mind does not agree with what your body wants to do, then your body will not be able to do it. But the body is only able to do what the mind tells it to do, not the other way around. So if I'm meeting people and I'm engaging with people on a day-to-day basis, that's what I observe. You know, that's how I actually am able to determine whether that person is even good for me in a friendship level or even a relationship level. So I always take that into consideration and I don't compromise it.
Yeah, of course. And finally, in a Russian roulette situation where a gun is pointed at your head, right? I know that you love both and you're great at both, but which would you choose between fashion and fitness modeling? In a Russian roulette situation, I have a gun pointed at your head. You have to choose one.
I think I would go with, this is a tough one though. It's a tough one. Is the gun still pointed in my head?
Yes.
I would have to choose fitness. And I'll tell you why.
Of course.
Because during my 7 years in the modeling industry, I think fitness has kept me relevant. Because I did a lot of underwear modeling. And because of my height, you know, I can't do a lot of runway. So because of the state of my body, I've been able to actually get a lot of jobs. You know, so under given circumstances, I would have to go with fitness. You know, because now I'm choosing fashion, and now I can't do runway because of my height. But because I have a nice body, at least I can do commercials, I can do fitness modeling, I can play a role of an athlete, you know. So I think in terms of my personal experiences in the industry, I just have to stick to fitness. I want to be fit.
Would you say that there's more longevity and opportunities in fitness as opposed to fashion? Because I think that we all know that the lifespan of a fashion model is very short.
It is. It is quite short. And I must say this. It's also that thing of where are you and what is it that you have and what is it that you want to achieve. You know what I mean? So in terms of the fashion, there's a certain height requirement, there's a certain look, you know, that agents usually go for. So sometimes because of that specific brief that they have, it can limit one's ability to do modeling. And this is why I say that if you can do fitness, then you can play both. But it's also that situation of don't become too fit and too exercising. You know, do the little details that will help you actually be progressive, such as stretching. Yes, you know, if you're getting into it, if it's your first time, or if you don't have any experience, stretch. Start off by stretching. Do some jump squats, for an example. Jump squats is good. Do some lunges. I think that body weight exercises is very good, especially if you just started. Because if you want to lift weight, you first have to lift your own weight. So I believe that one of the best ways to go about it is to do body weight exercises, especially if you just want to maintain a fitness level. And that's what I do, and that's what I do to also maintain. And in terms of my diet, my personal diet,
Let's hear it.
I do have cheat days. There's days when I'm like,
every day is a
sloppy
cheat day
chips.
for me.
You know, sloppy chips. I love
every
sloppy
day
chips.
Is a cheat day for me.
Really? I wish I was you, because now you seem so confident at it. Me now, I can't be that confident because of what I do, for an example.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course, it's a living for you.
My diet is really not that strict. It's not really that hectic. But I do make sure that I get my carbs. I do make sure that I touch on my veggies. I do make sure that I'm eating my fruits. You know what I mean? But I don't let go of my red meat, for an example.
Of course.
And when it comes to my cheat days, I don't compromise. I maximize. I get myself a large box of pizza. You know, I drink my Coke. You know what I mean? But that's only for my cheat days. So I'm not really that type of person who becomes very religious about my exercising life and also about my fitness state. I just take it into consideration that in everything that needs to be balanced. You know, so if you push yourself and you just try to like do this, you're not gonna make it. You know, have fun, go easy, one step at a time, and you get there.
Okay, I wanted to know what kind of exercises do you personally do, and which kind of exercises do you personally prefer? Yeah.
All right, so there are a couple of exercising variations that I like. Once again, I like body weight exercises because you don't need equipment. You can't say, no, there's no gym. You can just get into it. So push-ups. Push-ups it's an old exercise that's been there for a long time, and it helps me with my chest, with my upper body. So I do some push-ups. There's some funky push-up variations that you can find on YouTube that people are doing out there. But I just do the basic, which is just separating your arms and going up and down, up and down, just pushing. And then also I like jump squats. Jump squats is really good just for leg definition and also for leg strength. Even the lunges is also good. So if you wanna, you know, have strong knees and you just want to have a firm body, there you go. So you can do your lunges, and obviously from that you'll be able to detect that there's new styles that come from time to time who just bring forth the same function, you know, and the same results. So I like those ones as a starting point, and of course my sit-ups, you know, because of my stomach. I mean, the strength comes from the core. Yes. You know, and if you have core strength,
and that's the core of the business.
Core of the business. Girl, see, this should be my consultant, guys. The core of the business. So I like to keep my stomach flat. You know, I've never been in a position where it surpassed my current state. You know, and I like to maintain it. So I do my jump squats, I do my sit-ups, and I do my push-ups.
Of course. I just wanted to know, this is personally for me, how important is stretching before exercising?
Yo.
Because I actually just really try to skip over that part because I just feel like...
Stretching is like foreplay.
Oh,
it's needed.
Gosh, I didn't think that escalated quickly. I didn't really
I don't even know where you're going. But it's like foreplay. You need to massage the muscles. You need to prepare it before you get to anything intense. Yeah. And it also helps you avoiding injuries. You know what I mean? So I think it's very important in that way. And I think if you've watched football and you see any athletes, they have to stretch before they get into it. It's just to activate your muscles and to say, hey, you are about to do something that's intense. Yes. In that way, then the muscles are more prominent to just engage, and then you will be able to even get your muscle recovery. You know what I mean? Because I've also tried this whole situation of just jumping into it and avoiding the whole stretching thing, and I get injured. Sometimes I feel like my muscles are bruised. Sometimes I feel like my muscles are not recovering because now I'm avoiding that whole process, and that process is very, very important.
Of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All this insight.